Manipur Press Club celebrates 46th Foundation Day. IPR Minister Thongam Vishwarjit appreciates media person for bringing news amid coronavirus pandemic. And single-day spike of above 18,000 active cases of COVID-19 takes India's tally above 1,374,000. Recovery rate stands above 96%. Hello, I'm Kanel Shambanduram and you are watching Afternoon Bulletin on Impact News. Well, before we start our bulletin, let's take a few moments and remind ourselves to wash our hands frequently, wear our masks properly and maintain a safe distance from one another to prevent ourselves from coronavirus. Well, moving on, let's begin our bulletin with the top stories of today. Manipur Press Club celebrates its 46th Foundation Day at the club's office in Majorkul today. Gracing the event, IPR Minister Thongam Vishwarjit reminded that media is the fourth pillar of democracy. He appreciated media persons of the state for bringing news to people amid the tough times of coronavirus pandemic, stating that a pension amount for media persons has been increased from the 4,000 rupees to 8,000 rupees. The IPR minister assured of the further increase in the future. He added that the present government is committed to bring equal welfare of both hills and valley people. Taking part in the event, Education Minister Sorokhaibam Rajend and Agriculture Minister Oinam Lukhoy lauded journalists of the state for taking active roles in highlighting various issues facing the state. They also appealed to media persons to publish only authenticated news. Amju President Bijoy Kakching Tabam and Editors Guild's Manipur President Kogendra Kondram were among those present in the event. Minister Vishwarjit distributed pension passbooks to 57 new beneficiaries on the occasion.
Journalist ki welfare scheme hudu pi gse simon asawa encouragement amani ja itham jagane mo sima sida sunatana akoi pension scheme ngasi ngasi mok lei bosi akoi lei ba lopa lesing mari degil lising ni pan to se double he kale bani bosi hoi mayam na apa ma lising dara o helu adu o helu habdan matam matam ki oi bala kani program phe phong matam da akoi lei ba koi paisa lei ba lei tab ki wapam to ganda as nungthen ki khabar se sisu maru ko gadam ni ko haida every jaga khodi makta every tawda khodi makta coronavirus function tawba tawda ba makoi ki pi ki dawni hai kana half page oraju water oraju full oraju moi loi pe ko ai isana check to mosi because baram di apik ba chaw gi wapam na tena apik to punja laga chaw ko ram ore ni apik bu yaw ga chaw ma ka sem ya na tebo.
Residents of Uripok Bajaspati Awang Laikai are reportedly not getting clean drinking water for the past over 3 years. Speaking to media at the office of Uripok Bajaspati Awang Laikai Development Committee today, Committee President Mutum Brojain said residents have been paying water tax to the relevant department. He expressed disappointment that the government has failed to provide drinking water even after laying prepaid water pipelines. He said locals have been buying water for survival.
Koi customer se amdra sohum jami di lengani manung sida masi akoi loina ti se palising mathang atani lising tarai mathang ade kun dawa kun mathak suauri loina thido loira kanda pai panau ji tingbi raga khona hulle khutpe ju moi department mi la hutpe na yam pik na hulle mathak tani huli je aduga masi moi prepare ki time ne na adu ising ne subang phangdre masi ki matang sida PhD hai gadra masi nang tang miyang jangbi raga mayam je ising je Sumbang Pangri, saya kan bermawang dah kamanto nak kerana mayam kewa macam kok mana macam untuk sendiri. Lekai saya amwar ya macam sing lain tu, ni lui lain ada.
Meanwhile, the relevant department says it is trying its best to provide water to the residents of Uripok Bajaspati Awang Laikai. In a telephonic conversation with Impact News, Section Officer of Uripok Area Public Health and Engineering Department Dhanalakshmi Shalamd said reservoir tanks are being set up at Kangchup and Iroisemba under the funding of a new development bank to provide water to people. She assured that residents will get regular water once the water reservoir tanks are ready.
Reservoir have a visual. mayamse most probably February side at the lower paya, Pagimong the lane, high mainly Uripuk area, Oinako, Nasagi projects implement or Matam, that can get Legudo, a Duki neighborhood, Mayam one is Ado, Pagiki project lower for the dinner, ising the Lonuara and neighbor. Ising Kong the awareness when I had a department, ising just mine target, had an application amount and it hasn't been up. A do it target the ising Kong the bill that labels in no aduna building the Tatana about when the department they process sort of way verification that they should go river.
Kangla Prakrashant, Manipur launched its website Kangla e-Journal at the court hall of Manipur University today. Vice Chancellor of the Manipur University, Professor Amar Yumnant, convener of the Manipuri Advisory Board, Sahitya Academy, Nomaithem Kiran Kumar, and advisor of Kangla Prakrashant Manipur, Aribam Kumar, graced the event. Police has arrested a suspected active cadre of the proscribed UNLF from the Wangkai Andro parking. A team of Imphal West District Commando arrested 39-year-old Kaishamd Indrajit Mangang alias Tondon of the Kongba Laishramd Laikai yesterday. Impact News sources said Indrajit joined UNLF in December last year and was working under one Nauba Mangang of the outfit's finance department. The suspected cadre has been handed over to Porampon Police Station for necessary investigation. Imphal commando team apprehended a drug peddler in possession of huge amount of contraband drugs yesterday. The arrested person is 27-year-old Kulakpam Madani, son of Kulakpam Jalid from Naharup Pagong Makong. Impact News sources said that the team led by Imphal East Commando OC KH Henry under the overall supervision of Imphal East District Police Additional SP Operation and Ronnie arrested accused Madani at around 8 p.m. The team seized 1,400 WI tablets, 60 and 10 tablets, 286 SP tablets and 39 Codian syrup bottled from him. He has been handed over to Irilbung Police Station for further interrogation. Proscribed National Revolutionary Front Manipur NRFM sends greeting to on the occasion of its 9th Foundation Day tomorrow. A press release from NRFM Chairman Malia Konthojam said minority communities have always succumbed to cruelty of insincere majority groups and appealed to strive for independence. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Ichabu mahitam hanba haibasi mama mapa singna machada piba ngamba khwaidigi chabu khudoni. Slopland Public School, biggest and the finest residential school, Manipur gi oina lemjaningai oiraba, mahei tampam ama oiriba, khwaidigi chunaraba mafamda semgatlaba, CBSE the affiliate toba higher secondary school oiri. Icha singbu admission tawidana mama mapa singna machada piba ngamba, khwaidigi chabu khudol oibiu, ichagi phazabalam chat sajati ahongbadu ubiu, Slopland Public School Khongjom.
Banthubi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, specified as a financial institution by the Ministry of Finance, Government of India under SURFACE Act 2002. First license holder public limited housing finance company in the entire northeastern region of India, completed its 15 years of service. Provides home loan with a subsidy amount up to Rs 2.67 lakh under PMAY Credit Link Subsidy Scheme, PMAY CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Government or private employees, businessmen can apply. For more details, kindly contact Banthubi Housing Finance Company Limited or reporter Mamlaikai Info.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Afternoon News. India's COVID-19 tally has reached 1,374,930 932, with 18,088 new cases reported in last 24 hours. On the positive note, India's active COVID-19 cases have come down to 2,27,546 in the last 24 hours, rising the recovery cases to 99,97,272. Country's recovery rate rises to 96.36%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, death toll has reached 1,50,114. Kerala has the highest infection of above 63,000 active cases, followed by Maharashtra with above 50,000 active cases. Globally, coronavirus has infected nearly 8,68,66,000 people. Above 1,08,76,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 6,15,94,000. United States of America has the highest infection of above 83,51,000 active cases in the world, followed by India and Brazil, while China, from where the pandemic started, stands at 82nd position with 443 active cases of COVID-19. And in the northeast states, Assam's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 2,16,381, out of which 3,075 are active cases. Sikkim's COVID-19 tally has reached 5,938, out of which 493 are active cases. Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 28,418, out of which 442 are active cases. It may be mentioned that Manipur has seen a major decline in COVID-19 active cases. However, it is the state with the third highest active cases of COVID-19 in the northeast states. Tripura's COVID-19 tally has reached 33,281, out of which 64 are active cases. Arunachal Pradesh's COVID-19 tally has reached 16,744 and active cases are 79. Nagaland's COVID-19 tally is 11,937, out of which 144 are active cases. There are 149 active cases of COVID-19 in Meghalaya and 86 in Mizoram. Chief of Indian Council of Medical Research Balram Bhargava on the Tuesday said that Bharat Biotech's COVID-19 vaccine has been declared in the clinical trials mode, which means consent of participants has to be taken. Meanwhile, the Union Health Ministry said that it is prepared to roll out COVID-19 vaccine within 10 days, but a final decision on the launch date is yet to be taken. Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan said that healthcare and frontline workers need not register themselves for the vaccination drive, as their database has been uploaded on the COVID vaccine delivery management system in the bulk. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson cancelled his visit to India hours after he announced a fresh lockdown in the United Kingdom over the new strand of coronavirus that has affected thousands of people in the United Kingdom. Prime Minister Johnson was to be the chief guest at this year's Republic Day parade in New Delhi, which was also to be his first bilateral visit after the UK's departure from the European Union in December. He had accepted the invitation last month. The Prime Minister spoke to Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday to express his regret that he will be unable to visit India later this month as planned. The World Health Organization has expressed disappointment over China not yet granting permission to international experts to visit Wuhan to probe the origin of COVID-19. World Health Organization Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said the members of the international scientific team on COVID-19 have already begun their journey, but Chinese officials have not yet given the necessary permissions. He said the mission is a priority for World Health Organization and the global health body is eager to get the mission underway as soon as possible. World Health Organization's chief said the experts' visit was as per arrangements jointly developed between World Health Organization, Chinese government and countries for which the team was meant to travel through on their way to Wuhan. Beijing has previously said it would give the World Health Organization's experts team the full access to investigate the origin of the virus. Centre has asked states and union territories to take all possible steps to contain the spread of bird flu on an urgent basis. The move came after the death of a large number of the birds in Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan, Kerala and some other states. Centre also has warned of the possibilities of the spread of the disease to humans and other domesticated animals and birds. In a note to Chief Secretaries, the Environment Ministry has asked states and union territories to step up surveillances and monitoring of birds for any sign of disease. The ministry has also quoted a report of ICAR's Bhopal-based National Institute of High Security Animal Diseases, which said that samples had tested positive for H5N1 avian influenza, a virus which is transmitted between affected poultry and also from poultry to wild birds and vice versa. Across India, lakhs of birds have been found dead in the last 10 days. The disease is zoonotic, but infection in humans has not been reported in India, according to the government. 12 epicenters in the affected states have been identified and the centre has issued an advisory. A control room has also been set up in Delhi to monitor the situation. The Prime Minister's Citizen Assistance and Relief in Emergency Situation, the PM Cares Fund Trust, is allocating 201.58 crore rupees for installation of additional 162 dedicated pressure swing absorption PSA medical oxygen generation plants inside public health facilities in the country. The total project cost includes 137.33 crore rupees towards supply and commissioning of the plant and management fees of Central Medical Supply Store and around 64.25 crore rupees towards comprehensive annual maintenance contacts. The procurement will be done by the Central Medical Supply Store, which is an autonomous body of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. A total of 162 plants with a total capacity of 154.19 MT are to be installed in 32 states and union territories. Indian Railways has rebuffed reports in certain sections of the media making baseless claims about the possibilities of hike in the passenger fee fares. Railways said that this report has no factual basis and any proposal to increase the passenger fare is currently not under consideration. It also urged the media to refrain from publishing or circulating such unfounded reports. Alexander Ellis has been appointed as the new British High Commissioner to India in succession to Philip Barton. He will take his appointment this month. Alexander Ellis was holding the portfolios of Deputy National Security Advisor in the United Kingdom. He has earlier served in Lesbon and Brazil. Now the news from the world of sports. Mumbai City Football Club defeated Bengaluru Football Club 3-1 at the 48th match of the ongoing 7th Indian Super League at Fatodra Stadium yesterday. Goa is hosting the league under the aegis of All India Football Federation. For the winners, Mortada Fold, T.H. Bipin and Bartholomew Ogbechi score 1 goal each at 9, 15 and 89th minute of the match, while Sunil Chetri scored the lone goal of the losing team at 79th minute. East Bengal, the soccer club, will play against Team Goa Football Club at Tilak Maidan Stadium tonight at 7:30. Manipur's and Roshand and Lokend W. Tomba, Se Sur Chandra and Y. Gopi are playing for East Bengal's soccer club, while Mohammad Nawaz, Makand Chote and Saiminland Dongald are playing for Team Goa Football Club. Directorate of Youth Affairs and Sports Manipur has appointed Toijamd Shamd as the caretaker of artificial turf pitch in Kumalam Park Sports Complex until further orders. Toijamd Shamd is a physical education teacher in the District Youth Affairs and Sports Office, Imphal S. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Manipur Press Club celebrates 46th Foundation Day. IPR Minister Thongam Vishwarjit appreciated media persons for bringing news amid coronavirus pandemic. And single-day spike of above 18,000 active cases of COVID-19 takes India's tally above 1,374,000. Recovery rate stands above 96%. Well, thank you so much for being with us. For more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Until then, have a great afternoon and always stay safe.